To my dear first year science student, and welcome to Zoology online class. Clear? I am continuing, that is the classification of animal kingdom, and I have completed up to, that is the 8th phyla, that is the phylum mollusca. Clear? So today I will start, that is the phylum, 9th phylum, that is phylum Echinodermata. That is 9th phylum Echinodermata. So before I proceed to the today's topic, I want to repeat the previous thing in 1 to 2 sentences in each phylum, which are the most important characteristics of that phylum. Clear? So first of all, you come to the phylum, that is the first, that is the Porifera. Porifera. Clear? In the Porifera, I have told you, that is, it has been derived from 2 Greek words, that is poros and pheros. That is fearer, that is the pore bearing animal. I have told you, that is the early individuals are that is the marine inhabitants, and here it is a cellular grade of animal. That is cellular grade of animal where some cells are present together and they are combinedly perform, that is they are all performing for one individual. And most important structure is that it contains a large number of pores on their outer surface. And these pores leads into that is the inner cavity, that is the spongocoel, by a canal-like structure that is called as the water canal. So water canal system is present through which the water enters from the outside and going to the outside. Clear? Through a common aperture called as the osculum. Clear? And this water canal system is the lifeline of the animals of the Porifera. Clear? So this is the most important, that is the animals contains a large number of pores on their outer surface. Clear? They are mostly sedentary in nature. That means their body fixed to the substratum. Clear? Then that is all the sponges are that is included in this group, phylum Porifera. Clear? Then you come to that is the second one, that is the phylum Coelenterata. That is the phylum Coelenterata. In phylum Coelenterata, these are all, that is the aquatic, and most of them are marine, and only 1 to 2 species are freshwater. Here they must contain that is the central cavity in the body, that is called as the gastrovascular cavity, or that is called as the coelenteron. That is coelenteron. Clear? I have told you there is a proverb, that is the all coelenterates are coelenteron. Clear? That means all the animals belonging to the phylum coelenterate, they must contain, that is the coelenteron or gastrovascular cavity. Clear? And that is they leads most of the times by attaching themselves into the ground, that is sedentary in nature. They are biradially, that is the radially symmetrical, and they have, that is a peculiar cell that is called as the nidoblast cell. Nidoblast cell, and that for the presence of nidoblast cell, the coelenterates are otherwise called as the nidaria. That is the nidaria. That is Hydra, Obelia, then that is the Hydra, Obelia, Aurelia, they are included in this group. So the most important characters that in these animals must contains a gastrovascular cavity. They are diploblastic, and in the middle layer, that is the mesoglia, is present. Clear? Then you come to the third phylum, that is called as the Tinofera. Tinofera. I have told you the Tinofera is a small group of the individuals. They are previously included under the, or they were studied under the, that is the coelentrates. But it is different in certain character from the coelentrates. That is, they are free swimming, having that is 8 vertical rows of that is the comb plates. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 that is vertical row of the comb plates, and these plates are formed by the fusion of the cilia. Clear? And here the alimentary canal is not complete. Here this is a 2, that is the anal openings are present, and they are emitting the light, or they emit the light. They emit the light. They are free swimming. They do not show the polymorphisms. They do not show the alternative generation or metagenesis, etc. So this is the Tinofera. Then number 4, that is the phylum Platyhelminth. Platyhelminth. What is Platyhelminth? Platy means flat, and helminths means worm. They are the flat worm. That is, the animal is dorso-ventrally flattened. That means they are acoelomate. The animals are dorsi-ventrally flattened, like the planaria, then the fasciola, then that is a tapeworm. These are the example. Platyhelminth, flatworm. And here they shows the most, that is the perfect, or their highest degree of that is the parasitic adaptation. That means most of these structures are absent here. Clear? And the phlegm cell is the excretory organ. The body is dorso-ventrally flattened. They are acoelomate. That means the body wall is present over the alimentary canal. There is no space, because the body wall is present over the alimentary canal due to the flatness of the body. Clear? Then that is the alimentary canal is not complete, and here that is the circulatory system is absent, locomotive, that is the organs are absent, because it shows the highest degree of that is the parasitic adaptation, and the excretory system is the phlegm cell. I have told you the phlegm cells are nothing but that is the modified parenchyma cell, and having the cilia or the flagella which flickers like the flames of the candle. So it is called as the phlegm cell. I have told you in the previous classes. And so, and they are that is most of them are parasitic in nature, and that is they are bisexual in nature. The male and female reproductive organs are present within a single individual. Clear? So this is, that is the Platyhelminth in brief. Then you come to the Aschelminth, then or Nemathelminth, number phylum 5, that is the Nemathelminth. Nemathels means nema is round, and helminths means worm. These animals are that is elongated, and that is the cylindrical in shape. They are elongated and cylindrical in shape, and the body is non-segmented. Body is non-segmented or unsegmented. Clear? And here there is no segment, here there is no division of the body. The body, both the ends are pointed, most of the, that is that they are cylindrical, elongated, and both the ends are pointed. Clear? Here the phlegm cell is also the excretory organ, and here the alimentary canal is complete, here the mouth and here the anus. Clear? Then most of them are parasite and few are freshwater, that is the free living. Then here the male sexes are, that is clearly differentiated. The male is small and that is the tail is curved, but the female is large size, large in shape. And the male having the curved tail, and the cloaca is present, and cloaca bears a pair of, that is the spicules. but here the male, that is the female having the anus at the terminal end. So that is this is called as the Nemathelminthes, that means the round worm, body is rounded in shape. Number 6, I have told you, that is the Annelida, phylum Annelida. Annelida had been derived from two Greek words, annulus and iodius. Annulus means that is ring and iodius means form. That is the body that is elongated and is composed of many ring-like segments, or they are metamerically segmented. This is the most important character. And the body plan is a tube within a tube. This is the narrow tube and this is the wide tube. So the wide tube is the body wall and the narrow tube is the alimentary canal. So it is a true coelomate animal. Here the true coelom is present here and the excretory system is nephridia. Tubular structure is nephridia and most of them are bisexual. Your earthworm, that is your leech, and that is the leech and earthworm, and that is the neris. The locomotive organelles are the seta, that is a hook-like structure is the seta, or that is the sucker which is present in that is the leech, that is the sucker, and the parapodia which is present in the neris are the locomotive organelles. And here that is the closed circulatory system is found, and that is the hemoglobin is dissolved in the plasma of the blood. So the blood is itself that is red in color. Clear? And this is the Annelida. Then number 7, that is you come to the arthropoda. That is arthropoda. I have told you that is it has been derived from two Greek words, that is arthros means jointed and podos means foot. That is the animal must possess, that is the jointed legs on their lateral side, and this is the largest group of the animal kingdom, and that is all the insects and your fly, mosquito, cockroach, crab, prawn, all things are present in this group, and it is about 9 to 9.5 lakhs of different species. It includes about 9 to 9.5 lakhs of different species within the arthropoda, and the body is covered by, that is the chitinous exoskeleton. The body is covered by chitinous, and open circulatory system is present, and that is the heart is tubular with many chamber. Clear? And that is the sexes are separate and the development is indirect, open type of circulatory system, and that is here the body is divided into, that is the head and thorax and abdomen. Here the first cephalization is found here, that means the definite head with the brain or the cerebral ganglia is present in that animals. They are the cockroach, cockroach, and that is your mosquito, fly, they are included under the arthropoda. Then you come to that is the phylum, that is the 8th phylum, that is called as the mollusca. That is called as mollusca. It has been derived from one, that is the Latin word, that is mollis. Mollis means soft. The body is soft. That is your genda and samuka. Clear? That is the body is soft, and the body is divisible into anterior head and dorsal, that is anterior head, dorsal visceral mass, and ventral foot. Clear? And the body is covered by a thin membrane called as the mental membrane, and the cavity is formed, that is called as the mental cavity. The mental forms or produces or synthesizes the cell which is present over the body. It is a hard structure, that is the cell, that cell is made up of calcium carbonate, that is we are getting the lime from the calcium carbonate after burning these cells. Clear? And their sexes are separate and the development, and that is the larval forms are, that is the bilateral, but most of the adult ones are, that is the asymmetrical due to the torsion. Clear? And so this is the mollusca. Then this is all about the previous thing which I have told you or I have discussed you in before. So let me start. That is I discussed all about in that is the brief. So you should remember like that. So you come to the Echinodermata. You come to, that is today's topic, that is the phylum, that is Echinodermata. That is the 9th phyla. That is the Echinodermata. It has been derived from two Greek words, that is echinos, that is echinos. Echinos means that is the spiny, and dermis means skin. That is dermis means skin. So I was little bit speedier in the previous thing. So let me proceed slowly because these are the new things for you. So this is called as the Echinodermata. The word Echinodermata has been derived from two Greek words. That is the Greek word. One is echinos, means spiny, and dermis means skin. So the animals of this phylum are exclusively marine. You will never find these animals in the fresh water. They are purely marine. You know, that is, you have seen the starfish, which are much more available in the Digha seashore, which are very much or plentifully available in the Digha seashore. Clear? That is the starfish. Sea cucumber, sea lily, they are the example of this group phylum. So first of all, they are exclusively marine. That means they are purely marine. Onyo kuate melibo nahi. And the skin is thick and spiny. The skin is thick and spiny. Skin ta mutalia haithibo, contact yukta haithibo. Hato maile contact laguthibo. Clear? Then the most important, that is the head is not distinct. Here the head is not distinct. Mundo ta thik bhabare jani hobo nahi. But the dorsal and ventral, this is our ventral side and this is our dorsal side. Here the ventral and dorsal sides are clearly demarcated. Clear? And the tube feet are the locomotory organelle. The tube feet or the podia are the locomotive organelles. The tube feet or the podia are the locomotive organelles. Clear? Then here, that is, the anus is present on its dorsal surface. It is a peculiar characteristic feature in the animal kingdom. In anywhere, in any phylum, you will never find the anus is present on the, that is the dorsal side. Here, the anus is present on the dorsal side. Always, the animals bears the anus either at the terminal end or in the ventral surface. But here, in case of Echinodermata, that is the anus is present on the dorsal surface. Clear? And the animals are, that is the triploblastic. The animals are triploblastic radial. Radial means they are pentaradial symmetrical. If we divide, that is, into these animals into 5 planes, then we can divide the animal into 2 equal halves. Suppose this is the animal. So this is the animal. If we divide like this, then you will get 2 equal halves. 2 and 2, and it is divided into half. Similarly, this is, in this way, we can divide the animal into 5 planes, into 2 halves, only in 5 planes. Clear? So it is called as the pentaradially symmetrical, and they are coelomate. They are also coelomate. They are enterocoelic in nature. That means the coelom has been derived from, that is, archenteron. From this to the, that is the mammal, the coelom is the enterocoel. Clear? Then here you will find, that is here the sexes are separate. The blood vascular system is open type here. But the most important characteristic is here. There is the presence of water vascular system. Water vascular system. What is water vascular system? The water is entering into the vascular means circulatory. The water is entering from outside to the body and it is circulating inside the body with a definite channel, then it comes to the outside. Clear? So that water current or that water vascular system supply the food materials as well as helps in locomotion as well as helps in respiration. So it is the most important characteristic feature of this animal that is called as the water vascular system. That is, they must possess, that is the water vascular system. Clear? That is, they have, that is the, in their body outer surface there is a pore through which the water enters with a definite channel. It circulates into the all the parts of the body. Again it returns to the outside. Clear? So in this way a well developed water vascular system is found in these animals. Clear? Then here that is the excretory system is absent, because the excretion is occurred by the water vascular system also. Clear? Then you come to the, that is in brief. This is all about in detail. Then you, that is repeat, I am repeating again the things. Echinodermata, that is, it has been derived from two Greek words. Echinos means spine, dermis means skin. That is, they are exclusively marine. The skin is thick and spiny. The skin is thick and spiny. The animals are, that is triploblastic, that is the radially symmetrical, that means pentaradial symmetrical and coelomate in nature. The distinct head is absent here, but the body can be clearly demarcated, that is the dorsal and ventral surface are clearly demarcated. Clear? And that is the tube feet are the locomotive organelles in these animals. Clear? A well developed water vascular system is present in these animals, which helps in locomotion, that is respiration, as well as in nutrition also. Clear? And there is no excretory system. Clear? And then there is no excretory organ. Then after, that is the tube feet are the locomotive organelles. Then here, that is the sexes are separate. The sexes are separate, and anus is present on the dorsal surface of the body, which is that is the deviation of all the animals. That is, among all the animals, it is a deviation. That is the anus, or jo what is hada phera jay, that is the anus. That opening is called as the anus. It is anus is present on the dorsal surface of the body. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is external, and the development is indirect. The development is indirect. Indirect means it passes through the larval form. It does not, that is, develop directly from the egg to the, that is the young one. That is from egg to the, that is the larva, and the larva to the adult, or larva to the young one. So this is all about the Echinodermata. Clear? You have to remember that Echinodermata are the exclusively marine. The skin is thick and spiny, and they have no definite head, and the dorsal and ventral surface are clearly demarcated, and a well developed water vascular system is present. That is the larva are bilaterally symmetrical, that is but the adult are mostly the pentaradially symmetrical. Clear? So the starfish, the sea lily, sea cucumber are the example of Echinodermata. Clear? So this is all about the phylum, the Echinodermata. Then you come to the next phylum, that is the phylum Hemicodata. The phylum Hemicodata. The phylum, that is the 10th, that is the phylum Hemicodata. Are you understanding me or not? That is the phylum number 10, the phylum Hemicodata. The phylum Hemicodata Actually, it was studied under the chordate group. So up to the ninth phylum, that is the Porifera to Echinodermata. These are, that is all non-chordates, where the notochord is not present. Clear? And previously, the Hemicodata was studied under the chordata. The rest is chordata. The rest is in the classification. The rest is chordata. That is, the animals are divided into two parts mainly, non-chordates and chordates. Non-chordates means where the notochord is absent. The chordate means where the notochord is present. I have told you what is notochord. Notochord is the preliminary structure or element of the vertebral column. In our body, at the embryonic stage, the first the notochord comes. ଯେତେବେଳେ ମା ପେଟରେ ଆମେ ବଢୁଛେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏକ୍ଟୋଡର୍ମ, ମିଜୋଡର୍ମ, ଏଣ୍ଡୋଡର୍ମ ଆସୁଛି ସେତେବେଳେ notochord cell କିଛି ତିଆରି ହେଉଛନ୍ତି from the middle layer ରୁ ଯାଉଛି ସେଇଟା ଆସ୍ତେ ଆସ୍ତେ କିଛି animal ମାନଙ୍କରେ ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କର ରହିଲା ସେମାନେ ହେଲେ chordate notochord ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କର ଆସିଲା ତାଙ୍କ ଲାଇଫରେ ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କର ନ ଆସିଲା ସେମାନେ ହେଲେ non chordate ତାମାନେ Porifera to Echinodermata they are included under non chordate या परे आसीबा कथा chordate किंतु एटी मझिरे गुटे रहीगला दैट इज phylum Hemicodata ए phylum Hemicodata आगुरु chordate ग्रुप रे पढ़ा होतला किंतु परवर्ती काल रे एटा को Hemicodata को अलगा कर दिया गला काहे कि ना हेमी मीन्स हला हाफ एंड कोडाटा मीन्स हला नोटोकोड ता माने एठी एटा प्योरली कोडाट नुहे कहीं नुहे ना यार प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर जो प्रेजेंस ऑफ नोटोकोड इज नॉट फाउंड एटी यार देखा जाए नहीं किंतु आउ किछि कैरेक्टर अच्छी जोटा कि कोडाट कैरेक्टर लाइक द फेरिंजियल गिल स्लिट माने फेरिंग्सटा कोना है कि सेउटू गिल्स बाहरिछि सेइटी गिल्स माने गाली बाहरिछि सेइथिरे कोन होछि रेस्पिरेशन करूछि से फेरिंजियल गिल स्लिट सेठी अछि किंतु सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम आर ओपन टाइप आउ हार्ट अच्छी डोर्साल सरफेस रे किंतु कोडेट मानकर सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम क्लोज टाइप आउ हार्टटा रहिबो वेंट्रल सरफेस रे आमर जेमिति रहिछि हला तेणु एगुड़ाक तार बेसिका होची नॉन कोडेट कैरेक्टर मात्र गोटे कैरेक्टर रोची दैट इज द कोडेट कैरेक्टर लाइक द प्रेजेंस ऑफ फेरिंजियल गिल स्लिट्स से या कहुई हेमिकोडाटा आगुरु एटा पढ़ा होता अंडर दी कोडेट ग्रुप किंतु परे आकु सेपरेट कर दिया गला कर दे कि एटा को नॉन कोडेट ग्रुप रे लिया गला आ एटा को आ गोटे फाइलम दिया गला 10th फाइलम दैट इज फाइलम Hemicodata. Hemi means half, Codata means notochord. Clear? So this is the phylum Hemicodata. Phylum Hemicodata. What are the characteristics of the Hemicodata? I have told you it has been derived from two Greek words. That is Hemi means half, Codata means notochord. That is the here the half. No, that is the like that because. That is the that is preliminary structure or basic. That is the characteristics of the chordate. That is the presence of that is the notochord is absent here. And but the presence of the pharyngeal gill slit is present here, which is the most important characters along with the notochord presence of notochord. So it is called as the Hemicodata, half Codata. एटा बेसिका नॉन कोडेट आड़ी के कैरेक्टर उड़ा जाइछ आउ कोडेट आड़ी के मात्र गोटे कैरेक्टर तेणु एटा को दे दिया गला काहा को ना नॉन कोडेट ग्रुप को ए नॉन कोडेट ग्रुप रे एटा को रखा गला कोठी ना रखा गला का देरे हेमिकोडाटा रखा गला नॉन कोडेट ग्रुप रे आकु सेपरेट फाइलम दिया गला फाइलम 10 दैट इज फाइलम हेमिकोडाटा सो व्हाट आर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द हेमिकोडेट्स that is they are exclusively marine ame seta ko bahare paibane they are exclusively marine how they are worm like and organ system of that is the body plan or the body organization is organ forming of organisms clear and the body is worm like elongated body and it is divided into three parts that is the proboscis the collar and a trunk. Clear? The proboscis, collar and trunk. The body is divided into proboscis, collar and trunk. They remain in a solitary, they leads either solitary or colonial life. Are you understanding me or not? Solitary means eka rahi pare. ଯେମିତି ଝିଟିକା ଗୋଟେ ଏକା ରହୁଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ପିମ୍ପୁଡ଼ି କ'ଣ କରୁଛି କଲୋନିରେ ରହୁଛି ଇଟ୍ ଫର୍ମସ୍ ଇଟ୍ ରିମେନ୍ସ ଇନ୍ ଏ ଗ୍ରୁପ୍ କ୍ଲିଅର ସୋ ପଢ଼ାଇଥିଲି କଲୋନିଆଲ ଗ୍ରିଗାରିୟସ୍ ପଢ଼ାଇଥିଲି ସବୁ ହେଲା ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରଥମ ମୁଁ ପଢ଼ାଉଥିଲି ଡିସ୍କସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦି ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ବାୟୋଲୋଜିକାଲ ଟର୍ମସ୍ କଲୋନିଆଲ ସଲିଟାରୀ ଗ୍ରିଗାରିୟସ୍ କ୍ଲିଅର ସୋ ହିୟର they may be the leads some of them leads the solitary life and some of the colonial life and body divided into three parts and that is another is presence of one or more pharyngeal gill slits. Here you will find the pharyngeal gill slits are present. That is the gill slits are present. This is the only vertebral character, only that is caudate character found in these animals. Clear? And it has no locomotive organelles, but the skin or the outer surface or the skin contains only a single layer of ciliated epithelial cell. In caudate character, that is two layer. The skin consists of two layer, outer epidermis, inner dermis. But here, the presence of that is the only one layer of the body consists of a single layer of ciliated epithelial cell with the mucous gland. Mucous gland secrete କରୁଛି ଲାଳ କାହିଁକି ନା ଇଏ ସିରେ କ'ଣ କରେ ନା ଗାତରେ ରୁହେ ଗାତରେ ସେ ଲାଳ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ ଲାଗିଲେ କ'ଣ କରିବ ଏମିତି ତାକୁ ମାନେ ପଲସ୍ତରା କଲା ଭଳିଆ ବା ତାକୁ ଲିପିଲା ଭଳିଆ ଏମିତି ଗୋଟେ କରିଦେବ ଯେମିତିକି ଆଉ ବାଲି ତା ଦେହରେ ଧସିକି ନ ଧସକିକି ତାକୁ ବନ୍ଦ ନ କରିଦିଏ ସେ ମରି ନହେଲେ ସେମିତି ଯଦି ନ ହେବ ତାହେଲେ ବାଲି ଗୁଡ଼ା ଧସକି ଯାଇକି ସେ ମରିଯିବ ଭିତରେ ହେଲା ସୋ ଇଟ୍ସ ସ୍କିନ୍ ଇଜ୍ ହାଇଲି that is its skin is that is the single layer and the body wall composed of a single layer ciliated epithelial cell with that is the presence of a large number of mucous gland which secretes the mucus to that is to make the inner lining of the holes clear where it remains. Then open type of circulatory system is found which is the deviation of the caudate group, characteristics of the caudate group, and the heart is present in dorsal side, but in case of the caudate the heart is present on the ventral side. जदि तमे हाथटा ए तळपट रखिबो धक धक फील करिवो किंतु ऊपर पट रखिले फील करिवोनी कारण heart is closer to the ventral side clear. Then another that is then here open type of circulator nervous system is a diffused net like structure. Nervous system is diffused, that is here it composed of one, suppose this is the animal and here it composed of one dorsal nerve cord, another ventral nerve cord, and there is two net likes or the net like structure which connect dorsal and ventral. So the nervous system is diffused one with the dorsal and ventral nerve cord. बुझियोछ ना नहीं एमती दीटा nerve cord थिबो एपटे धर एटा एनिमल यार ऊपरे गुटे आउ तळे गुटे nerve cord थिबो ला स्पाइनल कॉर्ड भलिया आउ एठी कि नेट लाइक सो कनेक्शन हेथिबो. सो दिस इज द नर्वस सिस्टम. देन दैट इज द sexes are separate here. The sexes are separate. The sexes are separate. Fertilization is external and the development may be external or the development may be direct or indirect. It depends upon the yolk present within the egg. Clear? And the example is, this is balanoglossus. The example is, that is the balanoglossus and the sarcoglossus. Balanoglossus and sarcoglossus. Clear? That is the balanoglossus and sarcoglossus. So let me repeat again. This phylum Hemicodata was considering was that is studied under previously was studied under the phylum Chordates, and it was studied in a separate group that is called as the subphylum Hemicodata. Later on, nowadays, it has been separated from that is the chordate group, and it has been included in the chordate in non-chordate group in a separate phylum, that is phylum Hemicodata. Why its name is Hemicodata? Hemi means half. It has been derived from two Greek words. Hemi means half, Codata means notochord. Here, that is, they contain some coded character as well as more non-coded character. It contains less coded character. Only it contains a one coded character, that is the presence of pharyngeal gill slits. That is one, that is coded character. And the non-coded character, that is notochord, is absent. Clear? And that is the blood vascular system is open type with the presence of a dorsal heart. Clear? So these are that is the non-coded character, main non-coded character. So it is present nowadays. It is present in non-coded group. So first of all, they are exclusively marine, and the body is soft, worm-like, divisible into proboscis, collar and a trunk. Clear? Then the body wall consists of a single layer of ciliated epithelial cells having a large number of mucus. Then another thing is that is the bodies, they are bilateral, triploblastic as well as coelomate. There it contains the coelom. Then the nervous system is diffused one and consists of only one dorsal nerve cord as well as the ventral nerve cord, and which are connected by the net. Both the two cords are connected by the net-like structure, that is the diffused nervous system. Then the sexes are separate. The fertilization is external, samayana fertilization, egg or sperm ditas miscible. Fertilization is external and the development is direct or indirect. The example is that is balanglossus and sarcoglossus. So let me that is the start another phylum, that is the I have told you previously, that is every day I will finish 3 phyla. That is I have completed, that is the phylum Echinodermata and a phylum, that is the Hemicodata. Then the other phylum I have told you at the beginning, that is only 11 phyla are the major phyla included in the animal kingdom and which are in your course. Clear? Other 25 or 24 minor phyla, we are ignoring them as because they are not in your course. Clear? And the 11th phyla is called as the phylum vertebrates. Phylum chordates. Phylum chordates. Chordata. Phylum chordata. You come to the, that is 11 phylum, that is phylum chordata. That means all the vertebrates or all the, that is the frog, that is your birds, your reptiles, your mammals, your fishes are all, that is the notochord bearing animals are coded under the chordates. Clear? So up to, that is from the phylum, that is the Porifera, to the Hemicodata. Hemicodata. They are all, that is comprises of 10 phyla. 10 phyla. And these 10 phyla are present under the non-coded group. Under the non-coded groups. They are all non-coded. Clear? They have no notochord. But all the, that is other animals, all the other animals are under the only one phylum, that is the phylum 11, that is called as the chordata. That is called as chordata. Clear? And what are the basic characteristics of the chordata? We have to read. That is chordata means the presence of notochord. That is the chordata means notochord. That is the notochord. I have told you what is the notochord at the beginning of the class. that is the notochord is the elementary structures of the vertebral column. Notochord is a rod like structure which appears at the embryonic stage and which is a rigid structure which behaves as a endoscope, that is the, or in the future it develops into vertebral column. Clear? So that is the not presence of notochord, and that is what are the basic structure. What is the presence of notochord? Presence of notochord and the presence of dorsal hollow tubular nerve cord, and the presence of the pharyngeal gill slits. ये जो गाली गुड़ा ये बाहर थी माछर बाहर ची आमर सेमती pharyngeal gill slits. Presence of closed blood vascular system with the presence of ventral heart, clear? And closed type of blood vascular system, presence of that is they possess the post anal tail. I have told you, suppose this is a cow or this is a cow, and here this is the anus, here this is the anus, and the tail is present after the anus. Clear? So this is called as the post anal tail. ता माने जो tail टा अछि एटा anus झाड़ा फरा दर्जा परे बा झाड़ा फरा जोटी आमे ये करचे ता परे जोटा सेटा हला tail. That is the presence of a post anal tail. ता माने हमर ए जो जोटी आमे झाड़ा फिरचे सेउटु लांगुडटा बाहर थिवो, that is post anal. ता माने anal परे anus परे, that is post anal tail. Presence of a post anal tail is another characteristics of the vertebrates. Clear? Or the chordates. Then they are bilateral, triploblastic and true coelomate or the coelomate animal. Clear? So these are the basic characteristics of the chordates. The presence of notochord in their life cycle, the presence of dorsal hollow tubular nerve cord, the presence of pharyngeal gill slits. Pharynx बुझो जोटा गोटे कॉमन चेम्बर एलिमेंटरी कैनाल सेठी एयर भी आउ फूड भी पास करूथबो, इट इज कॉल्ड एज द कॉमन चेम्बर pharynx. सेउटु कोणा है कि एयर जीवो, सेउटु लंग्स बाहर छि, सेउटु गिल्स भी तयारी हेछि. तो pharyngeal gill slits. क्लोज्ड ब्लड भास्कुलर सिस्टम कही आरथर जोटी कैपिलारीज थी ब्लड टा तारी भितर देकी जाउथबो, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द क्लोज्ड ब्लड भास्कुलर सिस्टम. ता भितर देकी ब्लड जाउथबो, जदि एटा गोटे स्पेस को गला ताकू कहती साइनस, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द ओपन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम. क्लियर? सो दिस इज ए क्लोज्ड सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम. आउ हार्ट टा सबले वेंट्रल साइड की थिबो, आउ पोस्ट एनाल टेल थिबो, हला पोस्ट एनाल टेल थिबो, हला. आउ कोन कहूची ना दे आउ एनिमल गुडा का ऑर्गन फॉर्मिंग ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एंड दैट इज दे आर ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक, that is the bilateral symmetrical, and they are coelomate. Then you come to that is the division of the phylum chordata. ए phylum chordata को तीन भाग रे विभक्त कराई छी, हला, and it is called as the subphylum. एटा को तीन भाग रे विभक्त करागला chordate को, that it is chordate, that phylum chordata, then it is called as the subphylum. That is the subphylum. ए subphylum under रे आगुरु पढ़ा होतला Hemicodata को, एबे पढ़ा होची that is subphylum under रे तीनटा subphylum ना chordate under रे तीनटा subphylum पढ़ा होची, that is called as the Urochordata, then the Cephalochordata, and that is the vertebrata. Then the subphylum vertebrata. ए vertebrata अंडर रे आमे सब जीवा, हला. आ ए जो यूरोकोडाटा आ सेफालोकोडाटा एठी कोन हैची ନା ନଟକଡ଼ ଅବସ୍ଥାରେ ହିଁ ରହିଛି, ଆଉ ସେଟା ଫର୍ଦର ମୋଡ଼ିଫିକେସନ୍ ହେଇନି। କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଠି କ'ଣ ହେଇଛି ନା ନଟକଡ଼ଟା ଭାର୍ଟିବ୍ରାଲ କଲମ ବା ଆମର ଏଇ ମେରୁଦଣ୍ଡକୁ ପରିଣତ ହେଇଛି। ଏଇଟା ଏମିତି ନାର୍ଭସ୍ ସିଷ୍ଟମ୍ ରହିବ, ତା ଚାରିପଟରେ ନଟକଡ଼ଟା ଏମିତି ଘେରିକି ଭାର୍ଟିବ୍ରାଲ କଲମ ତିଆରି କରିବ। ତାମାନେ ଏଇଟା ଦି ବ୍ରେନ୍ ହେବ, ଏଇଟା ହେବ ସ୍ପାଇନାଲ କର୍ଡ। ମୁଣ୍ଡରେ ରହିଛି ବ୍ରେନ୍, ତା ତଳେ ରହିଛି ସ୍ପାଇନାଲ କର୍ଡ। ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ବ୍ରେନ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ସ୍ପାଇନାଲ କର୍ଡ। କ୍ଲିୟର? ତାକୁ ଭାର୍ଟିବ୍ରାଲ କଲମ ଏମିତି ଘେରିକି ରହିଛି। এইটা হল স্কল, আউ তাপরে এইটা হচ্ছে ভার্টিব্রি, এইটা হচ্ছে গোটে গোটে ভার্টিব্রি। এমতি ভার্টিব্রি গুড়া সজাই সজাইকি এই স্পাইনাল কর্ডটাকে এম কম করছি না তাকে কভর করে রাখি তা প্রোটেকশন দেଉଛି। ইয়ে স্কল ଦେଇଛି ব্রেন কু প্রোটেকশন, আউ ইয়ে স্পাইনাল কর্ড কু ভার্টিব্রাল কলম কম করছি বা ভার্টিব্রি গুড়াক এই যে এটলাস, এক্সিস, লুম্বার, সর্ভাইকাল, থোরাক্স এমতি সবু এটা সবু তাকে কভর করিকি রখিছন্তি। সো এইটাকু কুহগলা এইটি কোণ হয়েছি না নটকড় অবস্থায় রয়েছে, আর ভার্টিব্রাল কলম হেই নাহি হলা বা স্পাইনাল কর্ডকু কভর করি নাহি। তেণু এইটি যে রহিলা ব্রেন, এই ব্রেন্র যে বক্স তৈরি কলা স্কল, এই স্কলটাকে কহতি ক্রেনিয়ম, এইটা কহতি ক্রেনিয়ম। তেণু ইয়াঙ্কর আউ ক্রেনিয়ম রহিলা নাই, কারণ এটি কোণ হয়েছিল না এনিমালটা যদি এমিতি রহিলা, এটি তা উপরে রহিলা নার্ভ কর্ড, আউ তলে রহিব নটকর্ড। এটি রহিব নার্ভ কর্ড, এটি রহিব নটকর্ড, তলে রহিব নটকর্ড, আউ সেটা তাকে কভর কলা নাহি। তেণু ব্রেন এটি তৈরি হলা নাই। তেণু यूरोकोडाटा आउ सेफालोकोडाटा दुईटाକୁ କୁହାଗଲା ए क्रेनियाटा। ए क्रेनियाटा मीन्स नो, क्रेनियम मीन्स ब्रेन बॉक्स। एटी आउ ब्रेन बॉक्स तैयारी हला नहीं। तेणु ए यूरोकोडाटा एंड सेफालोकोडाटा आर कॉल्ड एज ए क्रेनियाटा, आउ भार्टिब्रेटा इज कॉल्ड एज द क्रेनियाटा। कारण यार आमर सबू एटा कौन है गला क्रेनियाटा माने यार ब्रेन बॉक्स तैयारी है गला, बुझला। सो दैट इज आमे फाइलम कोडाटा अंडर रे कौन पढ़ा ना सब फाइलम, तीनटा सब फाइलम पढ़ा। आगु चार्टा पढ़ा होता हेमिकोडाटा को अलग कर दिया गला। तेणु यूरोकोडाटा, सेफालोकोडाटा एंड भार्टिब्रेटा। दैट इज यूरोकोडाटा, सेफालोकोडाटा where the notochord persists as a notochord, it has no further modification. एटार फर्दर मॉडिफिकेशन हला नहीं, एटा नटकड़ अवस्था रहिला। आउ दैट इज एलिमेंटरी कैनाल आउ नार्व कॉर्ड मझिरे एटा गोटे रड लाइक, स्टिप रड लाइक, दैट इज द टाण रड लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होइकी रहिला। तेणु एगुड़ाक कुआगला ए क्रानियाटा। आउ केवल भार्टिब्रेट मानकरे ए नटकड़टा चेंज होइकी भार्टिब्राल कलम हो गला। तेणु ताकू कुआगला भार्टिब्रेटा। क्लियर? एडल्ट बेलू किंतु एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेज माँ पेट्रे जो आम डेभलप करछे नटकड़ प्रथम आसो। तेणु जो मानकर नटकड़ आसला से माने कोडेट्स। क्लियर? तेणु सेटा हला भार्टिब्रेटा। जेहेतु भार्टिब्रेटा मानकर स्कल बा ब्रेन उपरे स्कल तैयारी हला, से बॉक्स गोटे तैयारी हला, ता ना हला क्रेनियम। तेणु ताको कुआगला क्रेनियाटा। आउ ये दुईटा ग्रुप को कुआगला ए क्रानियाटा। ए क्रानियाटा। क्लियर? सो लेट मी डिस्क्राइब ओनली वन फाइलम, दैट इज सब फाइलम, दैट इज यूरोकोडाटा। ये गोटे फाइलम मत डिस्क्रिप्शन करिया को दियो। दैट इज अंडर द फाइलम कोडाटा, दैट इज द सब फाइलम एंड फर्स्ट सब फाइलम इज कॉल्ड एज द यूरोकोडाटा। दैट इज यूरोकोडाटा। द फर्स्ट वन दैट इज द सब फाइलम यूरोकोडाटा। क्लियर? एटा भी सेमती दुईटा ग्रीक वर्ड रही। दैट इज यूरो मीन्स टेल एंड कोडाटा मीन्स नटकड़। कोडाटा मीन्स नटकड़। एटी द एनिमल इज ए सैक लाइक स्ट्रक्चर। द बॉडी ऑफ द एनिमल इज ए सैक लाइक स्ट्रक्चर, थोड़ी भलिया, एंड clear? And it is sedentary in nature. It is sedentary in nature. Sedentary means it leads the maximum time by attaching itself to the substratum or to the ground. Clear? But it's a larva. Larva ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି। ଲାର୍ଭା କ'ଣ ना एग रु गोटे इंटरमीडिएट स्ट्रक्चर बाहर जोटा ता एडल्ट सहित सामान नुहे सेटा हला लार्भा से लार्भाटा परवर्ती काल रे खाइबो पीबो जर आमर प्रजापति तैयारी होची सांबाळुआ दैट इज द लार्भा कैटरपिलर से कौन करुच्ची गुड़ाए पत्र फत्र खाई जाऊँगी खाई स्टोर करके रखुच्छी फुड तापर से कौन करुच्ची चेंज होकर आस्ते आस्ते प्रजापति परिणत होउची सो दैट इज अ लार्भा सेमती यार लार्भाल फॉर्म गोटे आसे से लार्भाटा को कहते टेडपोल लार्भा टेडपोल बेंग भाया है आउ तार आखि अच्छी तार ब्रेन अच्छी आउ तार नार्व कॉर्ड आउ नट कॉर्ड ये अच्छी नागुड़े नार्व कॉर्ड आउ नट कॉर्ड तार लांगुड़े अच्छी एटा तार हेड एटा तार टेल एटा हेड एटा टेल कार ए लार्भार दिस इज लार्भा लार्भा हूँ किए ना ये गोटे इंटरमीडिएट फॉर्म हुई कम्स इन बिटवीन द दैट इज द एग एंड एडल्ट क्लियर इट लीड्स द फ्री लिविंग और इट लीड्स फ्री लाइफ क्लियर सो आम जापर आम तार लाइफ स्टडी न करवा आम जापर जे प्रजापतिटा गोटे ना ये सांबाळटा गोटे प्रजापति अंडारू बाहरी आम जो सांबाळटा खाली देखा आम कह सांबाळटा गोटे जीव बुझी सो दैट इट लीड्स एन इंडिपेंडेंट लाइफ गोटे जीव भाया से खाऊँ पीऊँच बुलूची किंतु परवर्ती काल से चुप की रोचे गोटे प्यूपा करुचे प्यूपा भितर आस्ते आस्ते इमागो देके से डेभलप करके पुणी प्रजापति होगी उड़ी जाऊँगी क्लियर सो एठी भी सेमिति एठी यार टेल फिन अच्छी ए टेल फिन से पहरुची आउ एठी नट कॉर्ड अच्छी नार्व कॉर्ड अच्छी सबू जिनस अच्छी ब्रेन अच्छी आखि अच्छी ब्रेन नुहे नार्व रिंग अच्छी सो एठी किंतु आउ तापर परवर्ती काल रे ए टेलटा कटि जाउची कटि जाइकी ए हेडटा तले लागुची ए ऊपर टेलटा कटिगला आउ ए हेडटा लागियो हेडटा आस्ते आस्ते डेभलप करके गोटे एडल्ट रे परिणत हबो तो सही समय जो टेलटा कटि जाउची तेणु यार ये जो नट कॉर्ड आउ ये जो नार्व कॉर्ड एगुड़ा सब कटि जाउची कटिगला बेलू एडल्ट रे से स्ट्रक्चर रोने आउ ये लार्भारे पहरुची आखिरे देखुची तेणु इट इज ए मोर डेभलप्ड द लार्भा इज मोर डेभलप्ड देन द एडल्ट तेणु ये जो डेभलपमेंट होउची एटा को कहती रिट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस रिट्रोग्रेसिव ता माने लार्भाटा डेभलप्ड किंतु एडल्टटा अनडेभलप्ड ता माने डेभलप रु एटा अनडेभलप्ड को आछी इट इज रिट्रोग्रेसिव जदि अनडेभलप्ड रु डेभलप होता दैट इज होता प्रोग्रेसिव तेणु यहाँ हूँ रिट्रोग्रेसिव दैट इज द रिट्रोग्रेसिव माने डेभलप्ड रु अनडेभलप्ड को से आसूची मेटामॉर्फोसिस माने ग्रेजुअल चेंज है ए ग्रेजुअल चेंज होची मेटामॉर्फोसिस इज रिट्रोग्रेसिव क्लियर एगुड़ा मुझे सब कही सारे एवं आसवा तार कैरेक्टर को दैट इज कैरेक्टर कौन ना दे आर प्योरली मेराइन से माने सब समुद्र रहते आउ द बॉडी इज सेक लाइक बॉडी गोटे थली भाया एंड कवर्ड बाय ए थिक क्यूटिकुलर स्ट्रक्चर एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द टेस्ट और ट्यूनिक फॉर दैट रीजन एटा को टेस्ट कहती बा ट्यूनिक कहती फॉर दैट रीजन द यूरोकोडेट्स आर अदरवाइज कॉल्ड एज द ट्यूनिकेट्स दे आर अदरवाइज कॉल्ड एज द ट्यूनिकेट्स एज बिकॉज their body is covered by a hard cuticular layer that is called as the test clear it has a large number of that is the gill slits आ भितरे large number of gill slit थिबो से gill slit उडा ओपन करचंदी गुटे ectodermal covering ताको कहंती atrium clear then here the notochord is present at the tail region and restricted at the larval condition only जोटा larval condition ले थिबो but it is absent in the adult form because at the time of detachment of the tail it is also that is the drop or it is also discarded clear and the nerve cord clear then after here that is the dorsal tubular nerve cord is found in the larva but which is that is the dorsal ganglia which is replaced by the dorsal ganglia got a ring like structure है कि थिबो Only the pharyngeal gill slits are the seen in the adult condition as the coded character. केवल pharyngeal gill slit गुड़ा अच्छी adult रे जोड़ा की जनाऊँची एडा उच्चे जेटा coded character. Heart is ventral and that is the tubular with movable. Heart is ventral. Heart is ventral with a tubular heart, or that is the heart is ventral with a tubular structure having a, that is the valve, that is having a valve, that is having movable valve, having a movable valve. It moves in this direction, again it this, so that is the blood circulate in a different direction in a alternatively after 3 minutes. First एटा धर याडी की चला तापर भाल्व ता तळ याडी की मूव करिवो याडी गला पुनी तळ याडी की आसीबो ब्लड पुनी याडी की जीवो. So that is this valve will move, that is into 2 direction after 3 minutes. एपटो गले एपट 3 मिनिट लागियो पुनी सेपट को आसीबो. तेनु प्रति 3 मिनिट रे ये अल्टरनेटिव डायरेक्शन से करूची हार्ट इज ट्यूबुलर. क्लियर? हार्ट इज वेंट्रल ट्यूबुलर विथ मूवेबल valve where the flow of the blood is alternate with, that is interval of 3 minutes, with every 3 minutes. Mostly they are hermaphrodites, that means bisexual, and the development is, that is the indirect. The development is indirect through the tadpole larva, through the tadpole larva. Clear? So this is all about the phylum, that is subphylum Hemicodata. That is the notochord. Euro means tail, Codata means notochord. That means notochord is present at the tail region at the larval condition is only, but towards the adult it is discarded. Clear? Or the notochord is not found. That is the adult, only that is the gill slits are found as the coded character, and they are sedentary in nature. And it shows the retrogressive metamorphosis. That means larva shows the highest degree of development, then after the adult shows the lowest. Clear? So that is the from the larva to the adult there is some change which is in a regressive way, not in a progressive way. So it is called as the retrogressive metamorphosis, and they are mostly bisexual or hermaphrodite, and that is the development is indirect. So the example is Hardmania and Salpa, Hardmania and the Salpa and the Doliolum. That is the Salpa and Doliolum. That is, these are the example of that is the subphylum Hemicodata. With this, that is finishing the class today, and into the next class I will take only 2 classes to finish the animal kingdom. Thank you all.